Alright, much Abrew time. Grixis ninjas in modern. And we can try this. Not insane by any means, but fairly reasonable. So we got Spell Stutter, I guess. Hopefully into ninjutsuing our ninja. There's a forest for our opponent. Let's just Steam Vents tapped. Pass the turn. See what our opponent's doing. Basic forest. Another forest. Gyre Sage. Spicy. Well, Catacombs Goo. I have pretty much no clue what our opponent's doing. Oh, okay, this is just like Stompy. Well, let's spell snare that. Opponent gets in, 4-1. Mutavault. Stop on our opponent's draw step. I think we're just going to Vendilion click here. I think is fine. So, click, target our opponent. Ooh. Double Predator Ooze, Scavenging Ooze, Avatar of the Resolute. Huh. All those cards are kind of scary. We definitely can't deal with Ooze. So that's just going to keep growing. Our opponent can Ooze. Alright, I guess we just take Scavenging Ooze. I think the problem is if we take an Ooze and leave our opponent with the 2/2 drops, they just play one, evolve Gyre Sage, play the other one, and then play the Ooze next turn. And I think that's worse for us than our opponent just playing an Ooze. Okay. Wait. Isn't that the card we just took? I swear to God that we just took Scavenging Ooze. Deck? Eats the Avatar. Alright. Opponent passes. Creeping Tar Pit. Well, this is good. So we get in with Vendilion click. Opponent can't block. Then we ninjutsu this Throat Slitter. Picking up the click. Ninja time. Ninja combo. Question is, what do we kill? Probably just Scavenging Ooze, I guess. And play Tar Pit, pass the turn. Ooze does get to eat away our stuff. The problem is those other oozes are still going to be difficult to deal with. We are not a path deck, and all the removal we do have doesn't beat an indestructible creature. Alright. Yeah, our opponent did draw exactly what we took. We took the Ooze and they drew the Ooze. And now they have 1,000,000 mana. How do we get out of this? There's Predator Ooze. This thing's huge. Opponent passes. We draw Polluted Delta, which is good. So play Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. I think we got to get our flyers down. So draw step, we will Vendilion click. Take the second Ooze. Pass the turn. Because we can Spell Stutter the second Gyre Sage. This thing having reach is actually pretty annoying. It keeps us from getting ninja value. Because it can block our click. We are definitely going to Spell Stutter our opponent's play. I guess what we really need is Cryptics. Cryptic is the card that helps deal with Predator Ooze. See what our opponent does. Gets in with Predator Ooze. Yep, gets bigger. We take 2. Down to 17. No! You gotta be kidding me, Dak. Oh my goodness. Twice in this game we Vendilion clicked. First time we clicked Scavenging Ooze, our opponent drew Scavenging Ooze off the click. Put one on the bottom, literally drew one off the top. Second time we cast Vendilion click, we take a Predator Ooze, put it on the bottom. What's on top of our opponent's deck? Another Predator Ooze. Oh my god. What's happening? Oh my goodness. Well, Cryptics, we need our Cryptics. Get an island. We do get some sweet little Spell Stutter value here. And if our opponent doesn't block the click, we draw Scalding Tarn. Well, play Scalding Tarn. Crack Scalding Tarn. Get a... we're unlikely to need Mountain, I think. We'll just get an Island. Fire up Creeping Tar Pit. Go attacking. Alright, so in this case, we will just pick up our Vendilion Click again. Draw an extra card. If we can draw removal for this Avatar of the Resolute, Inquisition, pretty dead. Pass the turn. That's what we really need, is removal for this thing to get in with our flyers. Or maybe our opponent will start attacking with that. I guess that's also a possibility. Still can't believe they drew the card off click twice. What are the odds of that? Not very high, can tell you that. At some point, we're also going to have to start chumping, which isn't exciting. Man, Predator Ooze is hard to deal with for our deck. It's very matchup dependent. In a world of Path, it's not very good. A 1/1 for 3 that kind of grows if it lives for a long time. Let's see how our opponent attacks. Swings with everything. Well, we will just chump Gyre Sage. Down to 6. Not ideal. What was their draw? Servant of the Scale. Well, there's a Lightning Bolt. This actually kind of helps. So we lead on Lightning Bolt, Servant of the Scale. Now I'm regretting not getting another red mana. There's a situation where it haunts us. We attack with both. Kill Avatar. Draw a card. Ninja Power. Spell Stutter. Now we have to stay alive. Alright, pass the turn. Stop on our opponent's draw step. Vendilion Click. Opponent has a forest. Alright, nothing going on. Let's see how they attack. The problem is we're in like infinite chump mode with these Predator Oozes. We'll see if they attack with Gyre Sage. That's the big question. Because if they attack with Gyre Sage, that forces us to double chump, but it also means Throat Slitter on the way back kills Gyre Sage, and then we're just down to dealing with the Oozes. I guess they could leave an Ooze back, but then we just double block Gyre Sage and kill it. We would like to get out of this without taking any damage, because if we take damage, then we have to chump every turn. Every creature every turn. Alright, opponent goes with everything. Pumps up the Oozes. So, what's more value? I think we just flash in Spell Stutter. Chump, chump. So every Ooze is going to be lethal from now to infinity. Draw a Sulphur Falls. Well, play Sulphur Falls. Can we win here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Man, we have exactly enough mana. I think we got it. All right, Snapcaster for the Bolt. I think is going to steal us this win. Get in with everything. Slit the throat of the Gyre Sage. Draw an extra card with Ninja. Opponents to 3. Yup, Snapcaster Mage. For the Lightning Bolt. Whoa! Well, Grixis Ninjas, this deck is pretty real. It's actually pretty sweet. Our opponent double drew exactly what they needed. We still got there. Oh man, this deck's sweet. This deck. Anger of the Gods kills some stuff at the right time. I think this is the Sower of Temptation matchup. We finally found it. That's a way to deal with an Ooze. We just hearken it over to our side of the battlefield. What do we go down? What do we go down? Maybe it's not Higger time. Throat Slitter was sweet and tricky. Venser is kind of an out to what our opponent's doing as well. I actually really like this deck. This deck is sweet. Let's go down 1 Inquisition, go up 1 Anger for the Remand. Try it like that. Well, we got a sower. That's all we got, but we'll give this a try. It could work. We will keep it. Hardened Scales for our opponent. That's slightly oh, that's what's happening. Okay. I was wondering, there were some interesting +1/+1 counter synergies. It makes more sense knowing there's a Hardened Scales floating around. 4 is for our opponent. And Sir Walks-a-Lot. Walking Ballista as a 2/2. Well, crack Scalding Tarn. And let's just get a Watery Grave. Sulfur Falls lets us leave up our Terminate past the turn. Okay, now we understand. This is mono green Hardened Scales. I was thinking this was like Stompy, but it's not really. We probably just have to kill this Walking Ballista. No reason to really take damage from it, because we know we gotta kill it anyway, so we might as well just do it now. It just kills all of our stuff over and over again. Yep, we get pinged down to 17. Do they have the Ooze? Ooh, going deep. Tezzeret's Gambit for the proliferation value. Alright, that's good for us, though. It means our opponent didn't really advance their board. Play Pluto Delta, pass the turn. Forest for our opponent. Another Hardened Scales. Avatar of the Resolute. Luckily, no counters on the battlefield, so it doesn't get huge. Well, crack Pluto Delta. Get a Steam Vents tapped. Oh man, we have a Wombo combo if this works. Oh, Jesus is sweet. So get an island. If our opponent doesn't have removal, this line is so sweet. So we get to steal Sower, play Sower, steal Avatar of the Resolute, which is step 1. The next turn, we get to attack with Sower, Ninjutsu Throat Slitter, which will immediately give our opponent back Avatar of the Resolute, and then we get to kill Avatar. Never mind. Opponent found answers. Sort of. Opponent stuff's getting big. Inquisition would have been better last turn. So I think now, since that happened, I think we just Snapcaster for Terminate. Terminate Avatar, since it has reach. Get in with Sower. No sweet throat slitting shenanigans yet. Next turn, hopefully. Watery Grave tap, pass the turn. Man, I really love this deck. This deck is such a blast. We've played some rough ones on Much Abrew lately, but this one actually seems fairly competitive and super unique. Oh, it's a lot of fun to play. Opponent. On the other hand, if they attack, I think we just double block. Servant of the Scales. Ooh, and a click. Well, play Sulfur Falls. Get in with Sower. Do some throat slitting. Pick up the Sower. Oh man, the combos, the synergies. Better kill Avatar since it has reach, can block future flyers. Stop on our opponent's draw step. For Vendilion Click. Make sure they didn't draw anything crazy. I don't even know what they would draw here that would be super scary, but we might as well do the hand check. Gyre Sage, you can keep it. Not really worried about Gyre Sage. And then next turn we can Sower something again if we want to. There's Gyre Sage. Opponent gets in. Alright, we'll trade. Hopefully they put the counter on Rishkar. Alright, they're not going to do that. So Gyre Sage, huge. Wow, really huge. Which means we're just going to Sower the Gyre Sage, I think. Play the island, pass the turn. We're about a removal spell away from just winning. And I guess we can start attacking with Gyre Sage. Ooh, Hangerback. That's big and annoying. That kind of means we're not attacking. I guess we can get in with Sower. More Inquisitions. Well, get in with Sower. And pass the turn. We really can't have Gyre's or Hangerback die. So we can't attack with Gyre's Age, because that gives our opponent so many flyers, and that's going to stop us from beating down with our flyers, also stops our ninjutsuing. I think what we really want is just a ninja, maybe? Ninja, bounce Sower, steal Hangerback. That seems good. Oh, whoa. That's brutal. Oh, wow. Now we need to draw removal or we're going to lose. That Ballista's absurd. Gonna kill our Sower to get back Gyre's. Oh my god. Whoo! Yep. Well, now we need to top deck something. Kill Snapcaster. Yeah, oh man, that is bad. Opponent goes beatdowns. Well, we need a removal spell here, or we just lose. And we just lose. Well, Walking Ballista with double Hardened Scales. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if we really have any changes to make. Inquisition's so hit or miss. Illness in the Ring stops Hangerback tokens, but that's it. Let's just run it back. Alright, we get to play first. And this hand is super bad. This hand is just normal bad. I guess we could scry into a land and it gets better. That's not the land we wanted, but maybe it's the land we deserve. Drown Catacombs, go. See if our opponent has a 1-drop. Hopefully not Hardened Scales. Alright, nothing for our opponent. So tap land, leave up Spell Snare, go. Opponent also went to 6, which probably helps a bit. I think we counter essentially any 2-drop. Including Hangerback. Well, Mutavault, go. We might just run out Spell Stutter. Let's see what our opponent has. 2-drop would be nice. 2-drop, we could get Spell Stutter, Mutavault, counter combo. Scavenging Ooze. Yep. Well, activate Mutavault. And Spell Stutter. Opponent passes. Well, I think we just got a ninjutsu. So, Spell Stutter, ninjutsu, or Ninja the Depowers. Draw a card. Hopefully a land would be nice. Well, Throat Slitter's sweet. A little slow, but sweet. Rishkar. Well, now ideal draw, I think, is just a land. To steal Rishkar and draw another card. Opponent. This match has ended up being a lot more interesting and close than I thought. When I thought it was just mono green Stompy. Opponent's deck is sweet. I like it. So let's Sower. Doing this mostly so we can draw a card with Ninja. Not because Rishkar's the best target ever. So, steal Rishkar. Mutani's Prey. Alright, fights our Sower. That's kinda bad. Pass the turn. So, Sower down. I guess we can try again next turn with Venser, bounce Rishkar, attack with Ninja, potentially. Avatar of the Resolute as a 4/3. Opponent gets in. Yep. Ooh. Oh boy. Let's just pass. I think we can get even more anger value by waiting. Can't imagine our opponent attacks with both. Alright, going for it. Gets in with both. Well, we will take it. Down to 8. Gyre Sage. Okay. And passes. Well, let's just get in with Ninja. Opponent chumps. Alright, now I think we have to do it. So, Anger the Gods. Oh, Lord. Wow. Wow! Oh. We had all the 1-mana stuff covered, too. Jeez. I figured we were worried about, like, Blossoming Defense or that fight spell. Did not predict Heroic Intervention. And we were a mana short of being able to Mutavault value. Opponent gets in. Down to 1. Hopefully they drew a land. Alright, Hardened Scales is close to a land. So we get to Spell Stutter the Hardened Scales. Now we attack with Spell Stutter. Put a Throat Slitter into play. Kill Avatar. Stop on our opponent's draw step. Do the hand check with Vendilion Click. Oh, wow. Are we stabilizing? What did our opponent draw? Click. Target our opponent. Forest is fine. Oh, I think we might have got there. Opponent passes. Plays the land. This ended up being a super, super close match, but I think we might have finally got there. Get in with Vendilion Click. Opponent's down to 13. Steam Vents, tapped, pass the turn. Leave up Venser, leave up Spell Stutter. Opponent passes. Okay. Lightning Bolt's a good draw. I approve of the Lightning Bolt. Get in with Vendilion Click. Now we have a lot of answers in hand. Pass the turn. Man, that Heroic Intervention almost got us. That's a lot of mana. Hangerback X3. So I think that means we just Venser. Bounce the Hangerback. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so Bolt Rishkar. And then Creature Land for the win. Wow, what a game. What a super close game. We were so close to being dead, but Grixis Ninjas pulls it out in the end. This deck is super sweet. Oh, man. Woo, good job on the voting, everyone. Glad you picked this deck, because this deck is awesome. Oh, so much fun to play. Whoo, sweet. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, take a second and click that like button down below. It's a great way to help support the channel for free. And you can find the next video in the playlist right here.